Hey everybody, welcome to the review from Izzy Sam Mack Escape on YouTube. I'm your host Izzy, Isaiah, whichever name that you want to call me. I will definitely answer to it. Tonight's review is going to be a different one, and one of the reasons it's going to be different is because it was a film that was directed here in Sumter, South Carolina by a local filmmaker named Jason Mack, and it's his brainchild. It's a story that he wrote, produced, and directed here, and we actually had a premiere. Excuse me, we had a huge premiere of the film on Thursday night with all the people from the local community and just anyone that was a big name within the Sumter, South Carolina community was there at the theater. And I didn't get a chance to meet Jason until Sunday when I was at work, and I actually got to have a conversation with him and his mother. And I informed him that I do reviews on YouTube and Facebook, and even run a Discord channel, and that I hadn't had a chance to watch this film because I had been working so much. And I promised him that I would watch it today and I would provide a review for it. So Jason, if you are getting a chance to watch this review on YouTube or the link that's on my Facebook or the Downtown Sumter community page, I hope you enjoyed it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the nitty-gritty details of this review. The Father's Legacy is a film that's written, as I mentioned, directed, and produced by Jason Mack, as one of those stories that has a very realistic message and inspirational one at that. And what I really did enjoy what Jason did with this film is the fact that even though it has a very powerful inspirational message to it, he is not preachy with it, and he simply does not beat the viewer over the head with it. It is simply a message that everyone can relate to at some point or another. And the story pretty much goes like this. It's a character named Nick who happens upon this older gentleman named Billy, who Nick is involved in some significant amount of trouble where he's involved in a petty crime and he's wounded in the process. And as he's healing from his wound, he's bonding with Billy. And both of them, while they are on opposite sides of the spectrum, there is a degree of similarities between the two of them, as they're both struggling with some inner turmoil that they're both having to come to grips with, and that neither of them are one to face, as it involves having to embrace and understand the consequences of one's actions. And as the film progresses, you begin to see them bonding in a way that is completely unexpected. And I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. I thought it was a wonderful story, and given the fact that it was filmed here in Sumter, it was a major plus. And Tobin Bell and Jason Mack both have some unique and wonderful chemistry with one another, that how they just bounced well off of one another, especially when it came to the energy and the emotional scenes, and how the dialogue was just intricately and perfectly written between the two. And I remember I told Jason that I envied him quite a bit because he got to work with Tobin Bell. And once again, since it was filmed here in Sumter, there was a lot of interesting places that I recognized actually when they were filming. And there was one scene in particular where they arrive at this gas station to do some grocery shopping. And I know that gas station, and I've driven by that gas station many times, and all I could think about was, wow, Tobin Bell was actually here in Sumter, South Carolina. Tobin Bell literally walked into this gas station. How many times I may have driven by this gas station not knowing that Tobin Bell was actually here. And I envied Jason Mack, who actually got to do that. And anyone who's familiar with Tobin Bell knows that he played Jonathan Kramer and Jigsaw Killer in the Saw films. He was also in the iconic film Mississippi Burning. He was also in 24. He's been in a myriad TV shows and films, so he's definitely had a lengthy career. And this film, I remember I read that Tobin Bell stated that he wanted to do a film where he was no longer typecast as the serial killer. Well, I found his performance here to be emotionally powerful, very realistic, although there were several instances where I found him wanting to look at whenever he was getting angry and talking and speaking with Nick. I often found myself thinking, man, I'm halfway expecting him to say, I want to play a game. I've always expected him to hear him say that at times. So portraying a character that's not an antagonist was a bit jarring at first, but at the same time, once I became acclimated to the performance, I found it to be very much amazing. I thought Jason Mack did a brilliant job as well, given that it is his story, it is his brainchild. Obviously, he did an amazing job with it. But overall, I love the film, and the fact that, once again, it was filmed here in Sumter is just a major plus for me. And I thought that the fact that Jason is giving back to the community and bringing some positive and creative energy to Sumter, South Carolina, I felt that it was absolutely necessary, and I think anyone who is looking to promote the local community as well as promote the local filmmaker, I think this is the best way to do it. And anyone who's happened to see this film, I hope you guys do get a chance to watch it because it's highly enjoyable. It's powerful. It is emotional. It's very well acted, well written. And if, like I said, Jason's giving back to the community, I think the best way to do this, as far as not, I don't want to say repay him, but to show the appreciation for his work and his artistry, is to watch the film, bring your friends and your family, and promote the local businesses as well as promote the local filmmakers, because he definitely deserves it. And I hope Jason is very much successful, because he very successful in the future, because he definitely has some wonderful visualizations, some cinematography, and a very brilliant actor, a wonderful writer as well. And I sincerely hope once again that he actually has a bright future within the cinematic industry, because if anyone deserves it, it is someone who is in the local community and someone who works hard. He is definitely that individual. So Jason, I really enjoyed your film. I hope you continue to find success, my friend, and hope you enjoyed this review. And I hope everybody else enjoys the review as well, because it's definitely a wonderful, powerful film that anyone, that you could take your friends, you could take your kids, you can even watch it by yourself. It's just a well-crafted film that deserves all the praise that has been receiving. I've read many comments on the local Facebook page within the Sumter community, and they have expressed rave reviews about it. So I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. I highly recommend it. 2 thumbs up, a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. That is my review of A Father's Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll be hearing from me again with the Fast 9 review, which I will not be able to get a chance to watch until this coming Tuesday. That is my review of A Father's Legacy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and peace out, my friends.